Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Obscurities in Miniature. It has been a bit since we went on vacation, but unfortunately, like all good vacations, it did have to come to an end. But that also gives me a chance to get back to work with you guys. I have kind of honestly missed posting videos and stuff. Since I've got a few moments these days before I have to get back to work, why not get back to what we enjoy, and that is building miniatures and models. So, we have in front of us a Stormcast, and I guess this was kind of a future-proofed one because you'll notice he's nice and silver like the new stuff that is in Skaventide, which I guess came and went since the last time I posted. And since GW has shown us what is going to be coming in the upcoming smaller starter edition sets, I noticed there was a severe lack of the Reclusians, which were the one model that I really was interested in. And so, since they're not going to be included in anything outside of Skaventide, at least for the time being, well, I decided why not get some? So I did. Now, you can see here, these guys are quite ornately detailed, which is, I'll be honest, the reason I wanted to get some. But the other reason was these dudes have the human accompanying unit with them somewhere on the sprues here. Let's see if I can zoom it out a little bit. And it looks like these guys are going to be pretty much push fit, but that's to be expected with the starters type sets. But again, I'm really impressed with the overall level of detail. And you'll notice there's bits of rubble because they're going to have the tabs to actually plug into the bases. So something to be aware of. And here we go. Like I said, I had the luxury of having somebody remove everybody from the sprues prior to me getting these. So that was nice of them. But you can see here we've got some actual human accompanying units that are part of the Reclusians. What their rules are in game, I have no idea. But if you're like me, you can probably find a use for them. I do love the fact. Does he have a face? Maybe. The other one's wearing a mask. But you get 3 of them and 2 of the accompanying guys in one unit, so I'm looking forward to this. 40mm bases for the Reclusians themselves, and then it looks like we've got 25s for their attendants. So I'm going to put them together, and we'll see how they compare to our good old-fashioned basic Liberator here. Yeah, he's a little out of date, but I don't care. You want to see how they look? Sit tight. Okay, it is time for some finished Reclusians. And I am really liking the fact that I didn't cut that off. Okay, well, we'll get that fixed up. Yeah, I guess I didn't do as nice of a job as cleaning them as I'd hoped, but you get a pretty good look here. We've got all the chains. We've got the traditional Stormcast bandage scroll things, but they don't have anything written on them, which is kind of surprising. I did use a little bit of glue. I didn't like how one of the guys has that peg that kind of connects the whole body, and none of their heads wanted to cooperate with me, so those all got glued in. But otherwise, this one as well is being kind of a pain. You can see here it doesn't want to connect. I'm going to have to fight with that and just glob some glue in there to kind of seal it shut. Yeah, even the kind of scroll litany things on the shields don't have anything. When I say that, like if you look at this older one here, you can kind of see that there are like that one isn't the best example. You can kind of see there's some like runes, some kind of language written down there. Now, in terms of size, I mean, yeah, they look like they're going to be a little bit bigger and bulkier than the traditional Liberators. The newer ones I wasn't as interested in. They look a lot more lean and mean. Let's keep going here. So we have our second basic guy, and they do have the big nice blades there. Not all of the... I guess they did. Annihilators had a blade traditionally as well. They definitely have longer-handed axes, which don't make sense if you're going to be using a shield, but that's a whole different story. I think the skull motif on the shoulder pads there. This guy at least wanted to cooperate a little bit better going together. That was nice. You can see they got the little custom bits included again. I don't know if there's any specific ones that need to go with a certain model, but, you know, it is what it is. And then we have our attendants. I'm sure people can get a lot of usage out of this guy, and again, I thought I clipped everything off, but obviously I didn't. The lightning bolt motif kind of goes with the traditional Sigmar stuff. I know this one is supposed to be all about flames or whatever. And then we've got the sensor bearer, who I could see becoming a quick chaos conversion. I don't see any very Sigmarish details on him, not even on the sword, dagger, or whatever. That's a big sword, dagger, if you want to call it that. And these guys also help illustrate the size difference, not only in the bases, but in the height with the Stormcast. And finally we have like the unit leader, who is not carrying one but two axes, because he can. He is definitely a lot more bulky, armored up than the traditional Liberators. Got the shield back there. This one I didn't even bother gluing on. I figure it's going to be kind of a pain to get back there to paint things, so we'll leave that. We'll glue it at the end. This guy was my favorite. I'll be honest, I guess if I was going to get the unit for just one figure, it probably was going to be him. He just looks neat. Grabbing some other assorted Stormcast. So, this guy was included with the last starter, wasn't he? But he has kind of a similar armor style going on. I forgot he had that griffin cloak. Again, with the dual weapons. He's on a larger base, but I think he's going to look quite nice with these guys. Not that I ever seem to use GW models for their intended purpose anymore, but they are always fun to paint. And the big bad here. I like this model. I don't remember what his name is now. I think he had a helmet, but I don't think I bothered to use it. It's like a Primarch of the Stormcast. But at least these guys really bode well for what's coming. I mean, to me, half the fun is when we get these kind of really special, unique units. Sure, everybody wants the big clumps of, infantry, but that's never what I'm interested in painting. So I don't really care about that. And here's what I was talking about again with the kind of runic language already molded onto the scrolls or what have you. But at least for the meantime, if you're interested in the Reclusians, the only way you're going to get them is with Skaventide. They're not going to be in any of these smaller starters, or at least until they get their own, easy to build push fit box, which could happen anytime. But with GW, it's not like I'm going to be holding my breath. So I would suggest in my case, if you're interested in them, they look like they're going to fit in quite nicely with a lot of the previously released Stormcast. I'm not sure if I'm going to do these guys in the traditional gold, or if I'm going to just get it done quickly and do them up in silver. I haven't made up my mind. I did do a bunch in that kind of turquoise, greenish Celestial Vindicators when they first came out. I think I did almost all my Stormcasts like that, but I don't want to do that anymore. You guys are more than welcome to offer your opinions up down below. Let me know how you think I should paint them. Maybe I will be influenced by your peer pressure. It's hard to say, but it's pretty much a guarantee you'll see these guys painted up in one form or another. And hopefully we will get those Monday weekly painting progress videos going up soon. So it's good to be back. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to seeing more, because I got plenty more to come. So, with that said then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.